Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Husam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just gonna go pick my size, and then after that I'm gonna choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back, so I'm just gonna get it as it is. I'm gonna click add to cart, view cart, and this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout, you fill in all your information, and then after that, coupon code Husam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream. Habibi Souls will be joining us in a bit. I think he's just gonna be 2-3 minutes late, and he's gonna be here. So we're gonna be just entertaining you guys throughout this international break as promised. You know, I know you guys are bored as shit. Congratulations to all the people in the chat if your nation qualified to the World Cup. You know, before Mohamed Salah existed, Egypt never qualified. You get me? So big up to Salah. Dragged his nation to the World Cup twice. Big up. Legend of the Egyptian football. You get me? So big up to
Why would you
Egypt.
lie to your audience to say we never qualified until Muhammad
Qualified once in the 90s, isn't it?
So time. You're lying.
Twice.
One time in the 90s.
Not once, but
yeah, it was once. 90s.
Twice. Did you win it?
No, you qualified once before.
1934 and 1990.
1934, yeah.
No, that still counts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not bragging about it.
There was no qualification, bro. What are we doing here, bro?
That's like me telling LB you've never won an international tournament, and he says no, 66, and I'm like, haha, you're going all back to the 60s. Well, it's still factually true.
Habibi, 1934, there was no qualification. I said qualify, to be fair.
Well, how do you know there was? How do you know there was no qualification?
Go Google it right now. There was no qualification in 34. Are you crazy?
I'm pretty sure
they invited. I think it was invitational. Here you go.
So why didn't we qualify until the 90s again? So for 60 years they just banished us, and we were arguably like the best football team in Africa for like those 60 years.
Let's actually check.
Charlie, you know what? Yeah. Ask Husam, the best ever coach the Jordanian national team. Ask him where he was from before he speaks about my country.
Was he from Egypt, was he?
Yeah. No, he was Moroccan.
No.
What the guy? No, the guy that our best ever national coach. He's Moroccan. The one that got us to the Asian Cup final. We never done that before.
How about before that?
Before that, he's Egyptian. Mahmoud al-Gohari. You get me? So.
Thank you.
Guys,
I was watching a travel vlogger. He went to Jordan recently.
Who?
Mashtag. You ever seen him?
Oh, it's good that, yeah.
I haven't seen him.
Have you? Is that Jordan? Yeah, that's where that place is, isn't it? That famous.
What's
rock.
The pyramid? Is it pyramids or something? What's it called?
No.
Pyramids is Egypt, guys.
No. But it's called Petra.
Oh, Petra. Have you been? Have you been, bro? No.
Yeah, I was, but a long time ago.
It looks like? It looks good.
Yeah, it is beautiful to go to, 100%. But now the winter is coming. The next like 3-4 months, I don't recommend anyone come to my country because it's gonna be cold as shit. It's 17 degrees.
How cold is cold?
Cool.
Like it snows.
It snows.
No way.
Yes.
That's mad.
Is it really?
When your country is dominated with deserts, it does get pretty cold at night.
Oh, I never knew it snowed there.
Yeah,
you're talking about hypothermia levels, yeah.
There was people in the chat know there was a moment in time where water wasn't coming down the pipes because the temperature in my house was -2. So I literally boiled half a kettle, and then I put the rest of it cold water, and I went up and I poured it on the pipes so the water can actually just go down because it was negative degrees, bro. So like over here in the summer it's hot as shit. In the spring it's green everywhere. In the winter it's really cold. So we have all 4 seasons basically. You wanna know, when you guys speak about tourism, like it's like basically Let me put it to you this way, LB and Charlie. It's more likely that an American in the chat has visited more places in the UK than you guys. Because when you're
But that's
from
the- I
that
feel like that's the
country,
case with
Yeah, but
every
that's how it
country.
works, isn't it? Like if you
Yeah.
if you live in a country, yeah, like you don't go like really holidaying in your own country. A lot of people,
No.
innit?
exactly, exactly.
Bro, I live like 30
wouldn't-
minutes
I wouldn't
away
go
from
to-
the.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
live
go to
30 minutes
Manchester.
away from
You wouldn't go to
Statue of
Manchester
Liberty.
on
I've never
holiday.
been to it. I've never been to Statue of Liberty, and I live 30 minutes away.
That's
Never
see,
been
that's,
to it.
that's the thing.
I actually never been.
Last time I was in Petra, I was like, we went to Petra once when I was like 12 years old. But because it's in my own country, I'm like you know, like it's just I'm like, okay, if I want to travel somewhere, I'd go to a different country to experience something new, you know. So that's probably it. But I did visit it, so I can recall it because I wasn't like a child. I was a young teenager basically, so I was 12, 13. I recall it. It's beautiful in real life. I went there. I went to where they filmed The Martian. It's called Wadi Rum. You sleep in these like little bubble, it's like these little bubble things in the middle of the desert. That's where they filmed The Martian. That's another one. You got.
Oh, that's a sick film, The Martian.
Yeah, that's where they filmed.
Yeah,
it.
that's
They
a
filmed
sick
it in
film.
Jordan.
That was filmed in Jordan.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
part.
that's mega. That's class.
They filmed it in Rum. But you go to the capital for shopping and blah blah blah. But like these places in this, because all these like tourist places are in the south, most of them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I live in the north. I'm near Syria. That area is
Oh,
near
wow.
Saudi more. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that was your geography lesson of the start of the stream. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, and go subscribe to all my brothers. All their links are in the description. Charlie is really excited before the stream. Before he even told me how are you, he's already bullshitting. By the way, just
No,
so you guys know.
let's rewind a little bit.
No, stop,
no.
stop.
You
Do
let
not
me in,
lie.
and your
You're a liar.
picture was and your photo was a shameless photo of Caicedo after we lost the league. Yeah, this bro, but this is his photo after the weekend.
How's there nothing wrong? Man said, don't,
Have some shame.
don't whoography. Anyway, Charlie, go ahead. You know. By the way, Charlie never messaged me before. After the Chelsea game, he's like, "Are you good?" He's trying to
I
act like
was just
he cares
checking
about
on you,
my
bro.
health.
And you
You're a
didn't reply
liar.
to me. You ignored the message and then just messaged me last night. Good for 2 p.m. Just pretended the game didn't happen.
Yeah, why should I? Because I know you don't care about my health. I know you don't care about my health.
No, bro, that's very disingenuous to suggest that.
Can you just talk about the game, mate?
Yeah, yeah. No, game was good.
Oh my, getting pressed already. Just
No, bro, the game was good. No, we played well. I gotta be honest. I was more surprised. We weren't unbelievable, but we played pretty well and exposed your weaknesses very well. I'll be honest. I was very surprised with how poor Liverpool were, particularly attacking wise. And one thing that I was impressed from us was the fact that Maresca wasn't actually negative with his subs, because he could have, like the last couple of games, I know we've had red cards, but he's been like so defensive and took all the attacking outlet off. And this time he could have easily gone defensive, sat in and thought, yeah, we'll take a point against these. But instead he made a triple sub, attacking sub, and we got the rewards for it. And I think, you know, if we hadn't got that late goal at the end, I would have felt pretty disappointed, and it would have felt unjust if you'd got a draw out of the game. So yeah, pleased with the win. We needed a win badly, because if we'd drawn that game or lost, that's 8 or 9 points from a possible 21 at the start of the season, where you look at the fixtures we've had, and Liverpool really is the only tough game we've had at the start of the season. So we had to win. I know it's only October, but that was pretty much must win for us. And yeah, we showed what we know we can do, which is on our day, we can beat any team. It's just we don't have the consistency to do it over a sort of a 38 game season. That's our major problem. You know, I'm confident against anyone in one-off games, but in the sort of week in, week out, and the games against the smaller sides and stuff, we just don't have that. We just don't have the consistency to go and do it. So look, I was pleased with it. It was nice that Caicedo got a goal as well, smashed one top bins. Other than that, yeah, it was more. It feels like more of it's about Liverpool now. They weren't that good, but I still feel we do deserve credit, because we did exploit your weaknesses. And just to remember, we had Malo Gusto playing in midfield, a right back in midfield, not even Reece James, who's all right in midfield. And we finished with centre backs of Reece James and Hatto as well. And your attack couldn't offer anything against them.
Martin is cooking LB in the chat. I see you have B squad City fans out, lol. A squad on Tuesday. Wow, Martin. That's how you're gonna treat LB? That's
poor.
That's disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Yeah.
I actually met Martin because of LB. Yes. Anyway. Rapidly moving on. Big up City, Martin. Like and subscribe. Look, I agree.
Before you go, Husam, before you go, I'd like you to explain what Van Dijk was doing with his defending for the Caicedo shot.
Is Staffy on loan at Arsenal? I don't know.
Because I'm next to the Arsenal logo. To be fair, I just deeped it. Why am I next to the? Why does everyone have their logo except for me? Why am I here?
Here you go. Wait.
Yeah, he has got Arsenal badge next to him. There we go.
Thank you. Why wasn't this here earlier?
Why
Why
did I have the wrong thing? It's international.
Bro, get that Spurs badge away from me.
It's so where am I supposed to put you now? Like I'm supposed to put you in the middle somewhere. I'm waiting for Souls so you can have a different layout, but Souls ain't here. So the thing is like I'm just so over this game. I'm so over this game. I'm so over Chelsea fans. They've been so irritating for the last 5 days. I've actually been like so irritated, honestly. Like these guys, Lewis is gonna suddenly appear in the chat now, talk about world champs. Like it's just these guys have been so annoying. One win, and they have just been giving me a big headache. Like I actually woke up with a headache today. I swear, I don't like to take medicine. Everyone in the chat knows. I like to naturally heal. I have to take one paracetamol extra today because my head is hurt from these Chelsea fans just bullshitting. Every time they speak, they act like they're so good, but everyone knows deep down that we lost the game because we're not good enough, because we're incompetent, because my manager is bullshitting. You get me? My players are bullshitting, and I'm tired. And I'm tired of it. I just want us to fix up. I really just want us to fix up. You get me? I just want us to fix up. I just want us to just get our shit together, because everyone knows this is our league. This is our league. You know, we have to win the league. You get me? We have to win the league. We have to, or at least win the Champions League. And I think if Slot just fixes up his ideas, I think we will fix up. My thing is in that game is tactically we got beaten, and the players on the pitch as well. Salah didn't perform. Verse didn't perform when he came on. McAllister was ass. Everyone was ass, really. Now, when you say about Van Dijk should have 100% should have closed down Caicedo. 100% Van Dijk should have closed down Caicedo. So it's a very constructive thing to ask, because
so
he should have.
Konate, to be fair, though.
Yeah,
both centre backs. I'm not scapegoating anyone. I think all 10 outfield players were ass. Even Gakpo with a goal. How does Gakpo score a goal and the rest but the rest of the game he looks even worse than Salah did?
No, it wasn't Salah. No,
I watch Gakpo and I genuinely I want to take my eyes and I want to wash them in bleach and put them back on. Like I don't know what bullshit Gakpo is on recently. I have no idea. Salah is not doing what's expected of him at all. Verts created the chance when he came on, to be fair. So I think it'd be very unfair to criticize him. He did something at least. McAllister was dreadful in that game, and you guys know how.
But he's been awful all season, though, McAllister.
Yeah, he has been. I think it's time to drop him. I think we need to put the whole Szoboszlai right back thing in the bag. There is so much that Slot needs to fix. But once again, Slot has credit in the bank because he's just coming off a league title. So I'm going to give him credit to fix it. And you see, this is the problem with these stupid, dumb Chelsea fans. This is why people like you, CAA Mafia, you don't deserve success. You don't deserve Chelsea fans to be happy. This is why LB is right when he cooked your football club for the entirety of the summer. Imagine cooking the Liverpool goalkeeper when he was the only one who played well. Imagine.
It's quite funny, though. That it's quite funny.
He actually made 3 good saves. Like, what am I supposed to cook Mamardashvili for?
Like, quite a funny comment.
Mamardashvili did nothing wrong the whole game. Literally, not a single thing wrong. But this is the problem with Chelsea fans. Give them an inch and they take a mile. They win one game and all of a sudden you're below Bournemouth. You're below Spurs. You're below Crystal Palace. Oh my God, Chelsea were elite, were incredible. You're below these mid teams, bro. Why trying to celebrate?
But it's too early to look at the table, anyways.
Exactly.
I'll be
It is
honest
too
with
early,
you.
yeah.
Just 2 weeks ago, I was ahead of OB. Now, 2 weeks later, Martin is telling me I'm fighting relegation. So does that mean City was fighting relegation 2 weeks ago? It's a little bit too early to talk about it. But you do deserve to get cooked. Not just you as Husam. You are just as a Liverpool fan. And I think, what was it last week? Me and you kind of went at it over.
They just give you the 5 out of 5 when they were playing poorly and getting wins. All they'd say was, "Oh,
It was
5 out of
last week.
5."
Talking about the
Yeah,
flip, it was-
Charlie, and it was. I'm not gonna lie, Charlie, it was annoying because like it just seemed that people love to do this, but then they hate it when it's against their teams. It's like people don't like results-based analysis until their team wins. But if their team loses, they'll sit here and be like, "Yeah, but you just proved that you didn't watch the game because even though we drew, we lost, but we did this, and that, and the stats showed this, and that." But when we tried to do that with Liverpool, we're like, "Listen, fair enough. You're picking up points as you're playing bad, but we need to call out what's wrong with this team." They just don't want to hear it. And every time someone spoke, based on who the spokesperson was, they just seemed to deflect on the tit. So every time I say something, they're like, "Worry about finishing 14th." But it has nothing to do with United because I'm not talking about United in comparison to Liverpool. I'm just talking about Liverpool separately. The same thing they'll do with you. The same thing they'll do with LB. The same thing they'll do with an Arsenal fan. The performances haven't been good. It caught up to them. And there's so many things to highlight. I don't like this narrative, by the way, that Slot is the biggest, or like not the biggest, but like 90% of the blame goes to Slot. I don't agree with it. I feel like a lot of the blame starts from their summer. Because yes, they and Husam's own words, he was like, "I've never been in this situation before." He's never been there in the summer where they're just spending crazy, and it's just like not only is he getting what he needs, he's getting his wants as well. You know when you were a kid and you went grocery shopping with your mom, and every time you picked up that one bag of chips, she'd always put it back until there was one day where she actually let you get it. That was Husam when he saw Isak and Salvers. He was like, "Damn, my mom is letting me actually pick up what I want today from the groceries, aka Liverpool." And he couldn't believe it. But then look at us, look at him right now. You look at the team, and you look at the signings, and you look at what they needed versus what they got. I feel like not all their needs were addressed, and they went for what I like to say. I don't want to call them Galactico signings, but they went for some of these big signings that you never really associated Liverpool with. Like no one really ever looked at Liverpool and associated them with that club that just makes big name signings and spends 100 million here, 100 million there. And clubs like mine and Chelsea and City, we always got cooked for it, by the way, for spending all that money. Goes to show, by the way, that spending money doesn't just guarantee you wins like that.
You know what's mad as well,
Thank you.
On the spending money thing, right? When it's Chelsea spending money, or it's Man United spending money, or it's City spending money, it's like, oh, they've bought success, or they spent so much money, why are they doing so badly? And then I'm seeing Liverpool, who spend more money than any team has ever spent in a transfer window, broke the transfer record twice, and I'm seeing as Premier League champions, this is a team in transition, the narrative that's trying to run. That can't run. That's
and
outrageous.
they should have done that, though, Charlie, because this team should have been in transition.
Nonsense.
I think they should have been in transition, Charlie, but that's not how they treated it. Liverpool have always been very good at being that one club that buys players for 30, 40, 50 million max. And then, boom, right away, you're like, wow, look at how good this signing's been. Look at their Manes. Look at their Salahs. These guys weren't world-breaking signings or Premier League breaking signings. These things, it's only
no, to be fair, though, Van Dijk and Alisson were big money.
Yeah, they were big money.
Those two, sure. But, like, in sense of breaking records, especially 2 and 1 summer, they just never been that club. Sure, they'll make a big signing here and there, but like you never really associated them with that type of club, and I think they should have probably stuck to that. I think they tried to do something that they weren't really familiar with. They remind me of Barcelona, that one year where they signed Dembele and Coutinho and Griezmann and those couple years, and we were like, wait, that's never really who Barcelona was. Yeah, sure, Barcelona makes big signings, but they were mainly like a club that just had an ethos, had a culture, and they always promoted academy players that knew how to play the style rather than buying players. I look at Liverpool not to that extreme, because I think that Liverpool team, that Barca team is still better than what Liverpool was last season. But bro, they didn't really adjust what they needed, right? Look, we're talking about Frimpong. Frimpong doesn't even look better than Connor Bradley as a right back. And now they're having this issue right now. Kirkus, you can talk about Kirkus all you want because he's an attacking fullback rather than maybe he needed someone a little
That's
bit
how I know
more.
it's already agenda-driven conversation.
No. I'm saying maybe. I didn't really. I'm just naming the signings.
We're asking Frimpong to play because when he's played well. We just hasn't seen him play.
But like, how well has Frimpong fit with Salah?
How well has Frimpong played in the best game we played? Like all the way.
Would it be fair to say though that the Kirkes and Frimpong, right, individually very good players, but would it be fair to say that at this point in time they maybe aren't the right profiles at fullback?
No, it wouldn't be fair to say, actually.
The way that Slot likes to play.
I'll tell you why it wouldn't be fair to say. When we conceded the second goal, who fell asleep at the back post?
Robertson.
Thank you.
Bro, I was hands on knees taking a breather.
How was Connor Bradley in the game?
No,
he was okay. Garnacho did.
It wasn't terrible, I don't think, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
great.
but my point is the following. That's why I said it's an agenda-driven conversation. Is when you say like the whole,
you're just doing a theory right now because you're getting upset that you're not like.
I'm not getting upset. Frimpong didn't play a single minute away at Chelsea, and I want him to play. And a lot of Liverpool fans, by the way, Here, Charlie, let me explain it. A lot of Liverpool
I was just going over the signings that you made. I'm not really picking on one individual. It can't be an agenda.
A lot of Liverpool fans want Frimpong to start. We want him to start. We're upset that he's not starting. You get it? Like, so when you say like Frimpong he isn't really a fullback. Okay, Manchester City, who everyone rates what they're doing, signed Ait Nouri in the summer. He's a left wing back. I think it's utter woke nonsense if we act like a wing back can't play fullback. Like that's just being woke.
But is that what Slot needed? That's what I was trying to. That's why I was trying to.
Frimpong has been good defensively and good for going forward. My problem with Frimpong is Slot doesn't play him. That's my problem, not the fact that he played.
My problem is that you got rid of. Well, you didn't get rid of him. He left. You got rid of a right back who was known for not ball carrying, but progressing the ball by his passing, and then you went and got a ball carrier. When Salah is desperate, it's so clear that he's desperate for a right back that's gonna ping him the ball. That is something that I look at and I'm like, did you need to get Frimpong or did you want to get Frimpong? Because I could go with every position and do the same thing. I look at your midfield, by the way. I feel bad for Gravenberg. I feel like Gravenberg is gonna be ran into the floor. The guy's playing everywhere. He's playing DM, CM, center back, all that stuff. Why didn't you address the midfield in the summer? Did you really need to get an Isak or Ekitike? Or did you maybe need to get an Ekitike, maybe another less expensive striker, and don't go get yourself another midfield? Did you need a Wharton or did you need an Isak? These are the questions that I want to ask.
Well, it's funny, Staffy, you say that, because in the summer, I was being asked by Liverpool fans, like, LB, what do you think about Isak? And I said, I don't think you need him. I think Ekitike is more than fine. I don't think you need it. I think you should go and strengthen your centre-back position and your midfield. And I just got told, I'm just salty because I don't want them to get Isak. However, I think that you are seeing that they are missing someone. I just think I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem right. I'm watching Liverpool play at the moment, and I feel like they're confused. I feel like they're not like last year. It was just everything. Every time I watched them, it was just like everyone on the pitch knew what they were doing. Everybody went with it. Everyone knew their role, and they just get the job done. And now I'm watching them, feeling like, does anybody know how to get Salah into the game? Yeah, everyone's getting onto Salah. Right, and I get it, Salah's not been amazing, right? However, I feel like Liverpool have just completely forgot how to get Salah into the game. I feel like the midfield is a mess. Yeah, I feel like you're asking McAllister to do something that he's not meant to be doing. I don't know. I just feel like they've unsettled it. I'm going back to the summer when and I said just again, people were saying to me in the summer, I think you're in a transition year. And I said, well, how come no one's going to talk about Liverpool being in this? Because Liverpool have got 2 new fullbacks, a new midfielder, Ekitike, and another striker. Salah's 1 year older, Van Dijk's a year older.
Yeah,
what's going on here?
They replaced half their starting 11. And
yeah, but the narrative doesn't exist to Liverpool in the summer. It existed to City, but not to Liverpool. Everyone always told me about it in the summer. Said, "Oh, LB, you're going to struggle this year in a transition." Yeah. Every time I brought it up about Liverpool, nobody ever said, "Oh."
But you know what it is, LB? Right? I think they're realizing now they've got too many luxury players. They were a working team last season, right? Everyone worked hard. They pressed from the front.
Now, who's a luxury player?
Well, Isak's a luxury player. Florian Wirtz is luxury.
I don't think Isak's a luxury player. No,
let me explain why, though. Because now, right, when you look at that front line, right, last season, they had players that would press from the front. Obviously, Salah didn't, but they would have players that press from the front. Now, you look at it, for me, right, Florian Wirtz don't really press from the front. Neither does Neither does Isak. Neither does Salah, and whatnot. So now you've got 3 of us starting front 4, right? And the press only really works if you're pressing as a collective. Like one player doing the press is not going to work. For me, I think they've got too many. Maybe luxury players is not the right word, but it's a bit of a lazy front line where you can get away with having one person that don't do it, but as a collective front 3 or front 4, if you're not pressing from the front, you've got a major problem. And
you know
like,
why, Charlie? Who left from that front line? That was
Luis Diaz, the main guy that done all the pressing. And like, I know he wanted to go, but he was actually much more important to Liverpool than maybe some Liverpool fans would want to admit.
1,000%.
I said in the summer I'd rather sell Gakpo than Diaz.
Yeah. But Diaz wanted to go though, didn't he?
Gakpo's way too predictable. Look, here's the thing. I want to explain this. Big up to everyone in the chat, first of all. Big up to Souls who just joined us. 600 people, guys, in the building, even an international break. So I appreciate you guys. Let's get the likes up. Because I hate life right now because of the shit. I've been like, these Chelsea fans have gotten on my nerves. So hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. And now Steph is getting on my nerves and LB is getting on my nerves.
That's what I do every Thursday morning. I wake up just to
right now. I think Arne Slot is 80% to blame and the players are 20% to blame. I'm not going to hold Slot accountable for Salah not being able to make a pass or Kerkez not being able to make a pass or a player missing a chance. I understand that. What I said pre-game, I said this to Mo, and I said this on Straight Facts. I think Staffy was actually in the chat at the time. I said, if we go away to Stamford Bridge and the performance is considerably better, but we lose 1-0, but guess what? Liverpool hit the post 3 times and we're dominant. I would feel okay with that loss because at least the performance is good. My issue is the performance ain't good. Now, when you talk about the team and you talk about the style that we're playing right now, rule of thumb in any football team ever, if 10 outfield players look like shit, you've got to look at the manager. Arne Slot has everything he needs to be able to cook with this team. There is no excuses. He has like everything. He has everything in his arsenal. It's like I've used the Master Chef analogy and use it again. It's like when you watch the Master Chef and they have a mystery box challenge. The guy opens his mystery box. He's got red lobster, Alaskan king crab, Wagyu beef. And then he makes a shitter dish than the one with sardines in his mystery box. Like, that's the problem right now. We found the formula, in my opinion, that worked. Atletico Madrid at home. 7 big chances created for us, 1 big chance created for Atletico. Absolute domination. Wirtz looked great next to Isak. My issue with Slot is he's putting all the wrong combinations with each other. I'll give you an example. Salah. Okay, Salah was dropped against Galatasaray. Do we look any better? No. Slot played Frimpong right wing. Who did he play with Frimpong right wing? Ekitike. So instead, what is Frimpong going to do right wing? Run to the byline and cross. He played with him, the striker that drops deep to collect the ball. So every combination of talent out there on the pitch hasn't worked except Atletico, and he hasn't ran back that team once. And I think Slot right now is shoehorning. Slot is shoehorning Szoboszlai at right back into the team. Slot is shoehorning McAllister into the team. I think Slot needs to realize you have to be making tough decisions, and this is the time to make these tough decisions. Play Frimpong at right back. Keep Kerkez at left back. Drop one of McAllister or Szoboszlai. Keep one of them in the midfield next to Gravenberg. Play Wirtz in the 10. Play Isak in front of him. Have the balls to drop Cody Gakpo because he's clearly not performing right now. I don't know if Chiesa called him a bald bastard in training or something, but it's time to give Chiesa an opportunity. And then after that, just let that team cook for 3-4 games, because I said this, and I don't know which one of you guys are old enough to have actually witnessed it, but Slot right now is moving like Ranieri from 30 years ago. Ranieri at Chelsea. They nicknamed Ranieri the Tinkerman because he used to change it every single time. And the issue is right now, go look at every single Liverpool game. Slot hasn't ran back a single team once. Zero, like he hasn't ran back one team once. He hasn't went with the same starting 11 one time. Like,
yeah, that's funny you say that, because I've been begging Pep this season to play the same team, and he has, and we're now 7 matches unbeaten.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Consistency, man. I always think in football, like managers piss me off when like they change it too much. And something that I was asking for last year, sometimes it was out of Pep's control because of the injuries, was the constant changing of players and shit. And like this year, Pep is obviously, change one player a game or whatever. But remember that week that we had Napoli, Arsenal, and I think United? He played the same team 3 games in a row, I believe. You know what I mean? And going into that week, everyone was like, "Oh, this is going to be a bad week for City, man." You know what I mean? Like people was not confident, and we won 2, drew 1. So yeah, I feel like Slot for me, yeah, just needs to get back to winning ways. Like I agree, bro. I feel like he's trying to overcomplicate it. You know, Pep gets Pep gets this all the time. He overcomplicates it, changes a winning team. I feel like has Slot done that a little bit. Yeah, go back, look at this season. Look at what your best performances have been. Even if maybe you didn't get the result, what's been your best performance and just run that team again. That's what I would do.
Yeah, but do you think he knows what his best team is? I think that's
the problem that he's got at this moment in time, right, is that I think you're better off playing with Ekitike as a striker.
Well, I agree.
At the moment, I'm not saying long term. Yeah, I'm not trying to do a narrative that Isak's shit. I think Isak's mega, and I think he'll be really good for Liverpool, score loads of goals. But at this moment in time, I think Isak will work better in this side. I just remember, bro. I've watched pretty much all the Liverpool games.
The problem is he got injured. That's why he didn't start, in my opinion.
No, I know. But that Bournemouth game early on in the season, yeah, he was causing absolute havoc, man. Dropping deep, linking the play, and Verts in that game, yeah. The amount of times he was spinning in behind, and Salah was looking for that dink ball over the top. That's how I would personally set up. And sort of make Isak. You could even stick Isak on the left if you wanted to. Isak spoke about that before. I don't know if you wanted to do that, but
the problem is though, like when you break the record twice, right? Whether you like it or not, them players have to play.
Yeah, but right? No, I'd agree. But Isak, bro, you know,
Isak's important. I agree, bro.
Them players have to play. The problem is
Slot is dropping down. How much was Ekitike?
90 mil or something. 80,
right, so it's
mil.
not like Ekitike.
Where are you getting these numbers from? 69 million pounds. Where are you increasing?
Exactly. So 69 million quid. That is still fucking well expensive. Yeah, he's still more expensive than any other striker on this panel. Yeah, so it's not like you've got some 20 million pound striker. You've got 70 million pound striker there. Who, in my opinion, has played better than Isak.
He's been Liverpool's one of their best performers.
Has probably been the best performing striker from the ones bought this summer in general, not just Liverpool.
Yes.
I hear where you guys are coming from.
I think he's been really good next to Zabozo.
But even on Saturday when he come on, right, he instantly done more than Isak within about 5 minutes.
He puts himself about Charlie.
Yeah, exactly.
Isak is he's obviously maybe like does a little bit more off the ball than Haaland in terms of running around and shit, but like. Liverpool have bought Isak to put the ball in the back of the net, right? So when you're not creating loads of chances for him, or he's having a tough time with the centre backs, Ekitike is doing better. Ekitike is going to drop deep. He's going to link the play up. So
he'll stretch the play as well. Like Isak don't really do that. Like they'll play, but this is where we'll find out about Slot, and in terms of like. Has he got the bollocks to make these big decisions? Has he got the balls to drop an Isak or to drop a Verts and to play the players that actually might not be the big money signings or the big names, but they're the ones that are best for the team and best for the balance of the team. But I'm not saying that Slot doesn't have the bollocks to make big decisions, but we're going to find out now. The pressure weren't really on last season. Now the pressure's on. You're defending champion.
Now you guys see. No. Now you're doing all the narratives. Now you're doing all the dumbass Arsenal narratives. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just
brother. Listen, brother. Don't bring up Arsenal, please.
Immediately. No.
I wouldn't take that.
Let me finish this point. Right. I'm not saying there was no pressure last season because there's always pressure at the top clubs, right? But there was no expectation. The expectation was that he'd win a cup, fine, get in a Champions League, and that would have been deemed as successful, right? He wins a league, brilliant job. Now the pressure is on based on the fact there's an expectation for you to win the league now, and there's an expectation, given you've spent all that money, that you need to be successful. That is a different level of pressure to what was there last season.
Here's the problem. Let me respond. First of all, when you say Botalacticos back to the Yaris, you're saying Botalacticos Chelsea are below Spurs, Bournemouth, and Crystal Palace, you fucking bum. So know your place, sit on the floor and kiss my feet. Because the last time you were a Premier League champion was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, CAA...
No, it wasn't 10 years ago. Let's not lie. It's 2025, but it was...
Shut your ass up and put mommy's credit card away, you bum. No. Now back
You
Yeah,
are
Mafia, you
on a
only kneel to
waffler,
Allah.
you
You
are
back
kneel
back
to
to the top.
number one.
Sam's feet.
Let me
Champions of the world.
land.
We're world champions as well. We
Let me
won
land.
that.
Let me
You're
land. Let me
fucking
land.
full
Let
of
me land.
stuff.
Astaghfirullah al-Azim.
Anyway,
Let me jump.
let me speak. Let me rebuttal all the bullshit that's been spewed.
No,
First
no,
of
no.
all,
You've been.
First of all, when I say wrong combinations, I know what I'm talking about. Now, this is the Atletico team that I've been saying I want us to run back since forever. This is this right here. We didn't run back this team once. Statistically, this was our best game. Big chances created, everything. You want to play Isak, you have to play Verts behind him so you can give him that partner. You have to play Frimpong so he overlaps with Salah. Now, if you want to play a Kitike, guess what? He dropped Verts, right? Let me show you the game where he dropped Verts, and in the first half we were great. He dropped Verts, right? In the game against Everton. This is the game where you can play an Ekitike because Ekitike drops deep and that allows Salah and Gakpo to have spaces. So when I say what I'm saying, I know what I'm talking about because I watch my team. My issue is we're putting all the wrong combinations out there. We need the correct players on the pitch together that fit each other, that work well with each other. That has been the biggest issue for me over the last 4 or 5 games. LB got it when he first started speaking, which is he's tinkering too much. He's changing too much. He's not running back the same team. You want to drop Verts and Isak, go for it. But then the game after, don't change again and change again and change again and change again. We're shoehorning Szoboszlai at right back. Bradley has been considerably worse than Frimpong, and Frimpong can't get a game. He can't get a game despite the fact every time Frimpong actually has been out there on the pitch, he's defended really well and he's attacked really well. The only bad Frimpong performance was when he played right wing. Every other right back performance, he actually played really well for us and affected the game going forward for us. Mohamed Salah, the elephant in the room. You speak about, Mohamed Salah, this, Salah, this. Salah against Atletico Madrid, once again, because we gave him options, was able to play football. Against Everton, he was able to play football. He was the one that created the chance for Gravenberch. Why? Because you don't tinker with the style and the system every single time. So that's why I'm saying, find a formula that works and stick with it. Simple rule of thumb for anyone's football club on the panel. If 10 outfield players are playing like shit, I can't be looking at every single individual. So you want me to come here and go like, guys, McAllister was shit, Van Dijk was shit, Kerkez was shit, Salah was shit, Verts was shit, Isak. Well, that's not how this works. You're telling me... hear me out. Please hear me out. You're telling me you had a centre-back partnership of Achimpong and Badiashile with Sanchez and net, and we had Isak, Salah, Verts, and Gakpo out there on the pitch, and you can't name me one Robert Sanchez save. And I'm supposed to sit up.
Sorry, Charlie.
30 minutes with Hato and James at the back.
No, I need to jump in here. Sorry,
You're proving my point further, so I can't blame individuals.
I'm sick of this waffle now. I'm actually sick of it. Listen, Husam, first of all, stop yapping your mouth off. You're talking rubbish. Like you
Switch on your light bulb, first of all.
Listen, my light bulb's on. You can see my face. Stop waffling crap 24/7. I'm seeing this guy on YouTube. I can't believe my eyes. I'm logging onto my YouTube screens at a very late time of day, and I'm seeing Husam with a board up, thinking he's Jurgen Klopp, and he's doing up tactics, moving positions, going if he played here and he played there and he played here.
It was actually a great stream.
You think that you're who do you think you are, Jurgen Klopp? Let me tell you something.
No, I'm someone who knows ball.
Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you something now. First of all, yeah, I don't care what excuses you come out with. Oh, it's 80% slot, 20% Salah, 50% Vert. I don't care. The only thing I care about is you over the summer was yapping your mouth off on YouTube every week. You then the season started and you were yapping your mouth off every week, saying we're going to win the league. We're the best team since sliced bread. Pulling your chair back, looking back. Now you're at the front of the screen. Now look at you, chair chucked in, back hunched up. Look at you, back up now. You're not slouched anymore. Look at you, back hunched up, fighting for your club. You're a fraud. Your club's a fraud. Please tell me why Florian Wirtz still hasn't got a single GA yet. Explain that to me right now.
See, now we're having sewage level conversations.
I don't care what you call it, because for me,
So if Salah scored, does Vert have an assist?
I don't care what he has.
Crazy.
The point for me is this: when I'm seeing you now in these upcoming streams with your back straight and actually interested in the conversations now, not laughing no more. That smirk wiped off your face. That smirk you used to have for about 6 weeks, wiped off your face. You can't smirk no more.
No. We're still going to win the league. Yeah. We're still going to win the league.
You cannot
win the league because your pussy club can't get over the line.
That's fine. You cannot be.
Yeah, we're going to win the league. What, do you think I'm afraid of Arsenal? If City was top, I'd have a different message. But City ain't.
You're afraid of Arsenal.
No, I'm not. Wallahi, I'm not.
Don't say wallahi. No. Don't say wallahi. You're not scared of Arsenal.
No, I will say wallahi. Wallahi, I'm not.
No. Listen to me.
We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league on your head top.
That's fine, but you were 5 points clear, and now you're 1 point behind us. So already you've dropped.
Oh, we're 1 point behind in October.
No, that's fine, but already
celebrating in October, crying in May. Charlie, that's the Arsenal way,
Charlie,
in
big
May,
up Chelsea.
This guy's gonna be crying.
No. Listen, making voices is not gonna do nothing. Now let me get in some football talk, yeah, because I'm done with the bantering. Look, the Chelsea game, Charlie, big up Chelsea, because even though I don't rate you guys that highly, that was an excellent game.
Chelsea from an Arsenal fan, how pathetic.
Yes, big up Chelsea. Charlie, Esteval, Gittins came on, changed the game. I agree with Staffy. Why is Frimpong? I don't understand why they signed Frimpong if the guy can't ping a ball to the right winger. That's number one. I don't understand.
He didn't even play.
No. I'm talking about overall now, right? You can't even ping the ball.
Every time he played
30 yards to Mo Salah. Kirkers was meant to be the best left back in the league last year. It looks like he just come from Brighton. It looks like he just come from Hull City or something. But I don't know what that guy's doing as well, right? And then you've got Kanato, who's a bozo. Apparently he's linked with Real Madrid. I don't know what's happening there. Right? I don't know why they'd want to get him for, right? And then let me get into the attack. You have Salah, who's apparently the best thing since sliced bread. Guy can't pass the football. But according to
every player in Arsenal history,
according to Husam, it's 80% slot, and it's 80%. It's not giving percentages.
Yes. You just named 7 players who you think are playing bad, and you think it's on every single individual.
I don't. I think the manager has a part to play, but I think
the players, then you're bullshit. So already you agree with me.
No, I don't care. I think. As the players with big contracts, you have a responsibility as an individual contributor to put in good performances week in, week out. It's
you want to football or you want to banter? Did I or did I not say that these players have to do better? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so if 10 outfield players look like shit, by definition, whose fault is it? By definition, immediately.
No, you mean whose fault is it? It's everyone. It's the players.
If I have 10 outfield players that all look like shit, by definition, do I not have to look at the manager? By definition.
No. Can I come
as
here?
part of the blame, of course.
Okay, so you say I haven't held my players accountable. I have. I said.
Well, you said 80% slot.
I said the players need to do better. The players need to perform well. It's not on slot that Kirkaz has to make a pass or Salah needs to make a pass or Salah needs to finish. I agree with that. I'm saying stylistically and a logical perspective. They started the game with Badiashile and Achimpong. They ended the game with Reece James and Hato. We did not pepper Sanchez's net. Had we peppered Sanchez's net and we hit the post 2 times,
blame Salah. Blame Charlie. Were you at the game? I'm surprised not more Chelsea fans left with bruised fucking eyes and whatever, because Salah just kept kicking everything in Rose Ed.
He did nothing. He did nothing. Like honestly, I've never seen Salah be so shit in a game as that game. He was awful. Like he might as well not been playing.
Was horrendous, man. I've never seen anything like that. Bro, that one that he put in on the left, on the right hand side on his left foot, and it's like this is going top bins, and he just
not only that. My issue with Hassan,
and then he goes 2 days later. The Egyptian manager puts him in the correct position. He scores 2 goals.
The right wing's not the correct position.
He played Burkina Faso. Come on, man, stop doing that,
brother. Salah is the top goal scorer of the African qualifiers for the World Cup.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't know what that proves. Anyway, let me line about African qualifiers. Listen, what I'm saying is this: Salah. I understand that the managers.
Why are you disrespecting your own continent?
No, I'm not disrespecting it at all. I'm saying stop waffling about Africa.
We're
talking about the Premier League. I didn't say nothing bad. I didn't say nothing bad about Africa. Don't ever try to style me.
Just so you guys know, before Salah, Egypt didn't qualify for 40 years World Cup.
Okay, amazing.
Big up Salah. Them on the big
what I'm
stage.
saying is this. You know what the issue is?
He's won a 0 AFCONs. Give me back a trick. I'd rather AFCONs than qualifiers.
Oh, let me land. I can understand you guys saying that the manager has to land. Are you going to shush, or am I going to be able to speak? I don't understand.
First of all, don't tell me to shush when you're fighting. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Talk.
You know, so bro, you're his kryptonite.
Yeah. Listen, this is what I'm trying to say to you. Yeah, listen. I can understand the manager has to be to blame for the tactics, for the way he's playing, but to say 80-20, You cannot say.
So what's your percentage then?
What would you say?
I'd say for me it's 60-40 if you were pushing it towards slot to blame and 40% of the players. You cannot.
So you're screaming because of 20%.
No, I know, but 20% in the concept of 40%, because that is out of 100% if you can do maths. You said 20%.
Yeah, I can do maths, but you still think slot is more to blame. So where do you go from here?
Okay, but I'm saying with blaming players 20% of the time and 40% of the time is a big difference. It's double. Because for me, I feel like the players have to be held responsible. Florian Wirtz, Salah, even Isak have to be held responsible for the performances they're putting out week on week. Against Liverpool, Salah was horrific. And yeah, you can say the ball's not coming to him. The guy can't string a pass together.
Scholes, I understand you're an Arsenal fan, so by definition, you have to defend the manager because that's in your DNA, right? Because you have to. You're so far up Arteta's ass, you can eat his lunch. That's how much you're in love with your manager. You never call him out. So I understand it's in your DNA. We bought a £120 million striker who fought to join us all summer, and the only chance I created for him was a Trivela cross from Salah, was a header. So instead of me sit here and bullshit.
How? Okay, is that what you're saying to me?
Stop. We haven't created.
That's a conversation.
Any chances for
if you're a £130 million striker and you're not getting the ball, you should be creating your own shit.
That's exactly why people rate Haaland, by the way.
Charlie is doing war talk now. Like Isak is supposed to drop deep, dribble past 5 players.
No, I'm not saying that. No. You've just taken that to the extreme. What I'm saying is, if you're a striker like Isak, right, £130 million, if you're not getting the ball's not coming to you, then you need to take it on yourself. I had to get myself involved in the game. So maybe I will drop deep and I will.
Yeah, he dropped deep to collect it, but there's no one there. There are no options.
But he needs to do more himself, but he needs to do more as well. Like if he's not getting the ball, like okay, that's not his fault, but he then needs to do something to make sure that to try and make sure that he is getting the ball, is getting involved in the game.
He dropped deep, but he had no options because of the structure of the team.
You know what conversation we need to be having, Charlie, and it's not being had. Because you're talking about Isak and creation and all that. I'll be honest, bro. Salah right now, and no one wants to have this conversation. It looks like he should have never gotten that contract. Never should have gotten it.
It's another Aubameyang situation.
He's
arguably situation.
Bro, 100% souls. 100%. Yeah. And by the way, coming from a club that's owned by Americans, if you guys watch American sports, they always warn you of one thing. A player who's playing in his last year before a new contract, they always ball out, no matter what the tournament is, the sport is. You look at Salah right now, he got the $400K a week, and I can't lie, bro. He doesn't even look like he's worth $100K a week, let alone $400.
3-year deal as well, or 2-year deal?
Two-year deal. And I'll be honest, bro. The fact that people are calling for Chiesa, which I think it's the right thing. Don't get me wrong.
Chiesa
for Chiesa to come in to play, and Salah being benched or something tells you so much.
I don't want Salah benched. I want Gakpo benched.
I think Salah.
But at what point does Salah become not undroppable?
You see,
he's untouchable, Charlie, because of what he's achieved in the past.
When you start making decisions on what's happened in the past, you're going to come unstuck. If we're being real, right, we all know that Salah, on current form, should not be starting against Man United. But we know 100% that he will.
Bayender has the same amount of dribbles completed in the league as him, and he's a goalkeeper. One.
Yeah, but you just don't drop
completed.
Salah, bro. You just don't drop
Thank
Salah.
you.
But LB, that is the wrong thinking. Why are you... LB, I know what LB's process is right now. He's thinking about how clutch Salah has been over the years, how good he's been to Liverpool. He's not looking in isolation of his performances right now. If he did, and he didn't know, if I just, you know when they make these videos and they make the player just completely like black, like blank, you don't know who he is, and they're like, oh, who scored this goal? If I put the performances of the first 7 games and I just completely made the player blank and I showed it to LB, and I'll be like, does this look like a good player? He wouldn't know it's Salah. He'd be like, yeah, he's shit. Who the fuck is that? And then I'll tell him, look, it's Salah. He'd be like, what the fuck? How is Salah playing this bad? People don't want to talk about Salah because how good he's been. No one here is questioning how clutch he's been over the last few years, what he's accomplished for Liverpool. On the current performances, you can argue that he should have never gotten that contract. You should argue right now that when they were doing the transition that they're telling about LB, it was because they were going to move on.
I agree. I agree with you, bro. But they've already given the contract. So I get what you're saying. I hear the contract talk, but that's done now. So you can't really like rip the contract up. The question now is, should Liverpool drop Salah for the United game?
They should.
And my answer is absolutely not.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just
And
the United game or in general.
There's a
Because
reason
I
why
think you should
LB is
just-
the only logical one today to you guys.
Because
Here's
you
the
didn't
thing.
like what we said. That's why he's
No,
logical.
I'm gonna respond using facts. I'm gonna respond using facts, not using feeling. Okay.
I
Salah was
spoke
dropped.
about facts.
Okay,
What
no
are you talking
problem.
about?
Salah was dropped against Galatasaray. Do we look any better?
That's not what I said, though. I mean, there's so many players that have been playing bad. Salah has been
One
has been
second.
one of your worst.
Now you're
If
going
you say
to
who's your
switch
worst three
the
players, Salah is
conversation.
in there.
Drop Salah. No, wait. Drop Salah. He was dropped. Did we look any better? Yes or no?
First of all, I didn't say drop Salah. I said you can argue that Salah should have never gotten that contract. So I'm taking it a little bit further than you. I'm probably saying that you probably should have gotten another winger in the summer and moved on from Salah. But he is here. I'm not saying drop him for the rest of the season. On his form right now, he does not warrant to start every game. Whether
Okay,
it's
he doesn't want him to
or not,
start.
it's irrelevant.
That's what I'm answering. You're saying he doesn't want him to start. Okay, he didn't start against Galatasaray. Do we look better? No.
No, that's just one game.
And
though.
when he played last game, you didn't look better. So what this is the same logic.
That's just one game. Okay, thank you, Charlie, and that's my point. So we dropped Salah, we don't look better. We dropped Isak, we don't look better. We dropped.
Okay,
Verts,
when you dropped Salah, what did you do?
What did we do? We lost to Galatasaray.
No.
Right wing,
What
though.
did you do? You put Frimpong there. I didn't say
Yeah.
put Frimpong there. I said people have been calling for Chiesa to start, and I understand it. I think
And if
Chiesa
you
should
put
warrant
Chiesa
more
right
chances
wing,
than
you
he's
limit
getting
him.
right now.
You
So-
put Chiesa right wing, you limit him. Because
Sam, let me ask you this, right? So, okay, so saying that Salah shouldn't be dropped, right? If he continues to drop stinky performances in the next 3, 4, 5 games, at what point does he become droppable? Or is it because it's Salah and because he's done all this that, he's always going to be in the team and should always start? At what point does enough become enough and this guy should be dropped?
Okay, I'll give you an honest answer. Here's my thing right now. Do I believe that what we're watching right now is the true Salah level? No. I think he's way better than this. I think there are certain individual decisions that he's made on the pitch that's really bad. But Salah this season has shown me on multiple moments that stuff is completely wrong. He showed it to me in the Atletico game. He showed it to me in the Everton game. That assist to Gravenberch, whether we like it or not, I've got no winger, whether it's Chiesa, Gakpo, any winger at my whole club that can make that assist. That pass to Gravenberch into space, the first goal against Everton, not a single winger at Liverpool can make that pass. So my thing is, that's why I agree with LB. As things stand right now, I need to fix the system and the structure with Salah in it. People sit here and go like, Salah doesn't track back. Okay, he didn't track back last season. Verts, actually, if you want to talk about like in terms of like work ethic and all this Galactico nonsense talk, Verts has actually ran the most per 90 out of anyone in the team.
But the reason why it's not working is because it's not a collective.
Verts can press. Gakpo presses. I think we're pressing in all the wrong areas. I think Gravenberch came out after the Everton game and was like, Slot is giving me license to roam forward. Maybe who told you we want that license? I think that license needs to be revoked immediately, and Gravenberch needs to play in front of the center backs just like he did last season. So that will help us now going forward. So my issue is, look, Slot needs to find the formula, stick to that formula, what LB said once again, stick to that formula, stop chopping and changing every single game. And that happens with Salah in the team, not with him out of the team. Because guess what? If I want to win this league, I need Salah. If I want to win this league, I need Verts. I need Isak. I need him to turn up. So I'm just trying to find a system and a formula that works for all three players.
So you're saying he's undroppable then? You never drop him?
At this moment in time, he is undroppable.
Do we really? Let me ask you a question, right? Here's my point is here, right? Salah so far in the Premier League here has got goal involvements in 4 out of 7 games that he's played in, right? So are we really saying that a couple of bad performances warrant him being dropped from the team when there's so many other problems that we spoke about for 50 minutes with this team? That's my point. I'm not saying, that Salah's not playing badly. I don't think it's what Sam's saying that. But my point is like, you're going to drop the guy, like, even though he's still providing numbers after a couple bad performances, when you've got defensive issues that you need to be focused on that are more important. The balance of the midfield is more important. Who plays a striker is more important. That for me is far, far, far more important than whether or not you drop Salah.
But LB, we're looking for solutions all over the pitch. So we didn't say Salah's the only solution.
You're
Drop
trying
him.
to fix everything
If I said
in one situation. How about, fix that balance of midfield? That's fucking shocking. That balance
Thank
of midfield is
you.
terrible.
No, LB,
The
but if I
defense is
sat
shit.
here, LB, if I sat here and I said drop Salah and your issues are fixed, then you're right. I've never once said that. Charlie never once said that. We spoke about multiple issues across the pitch. We're talking about combinations, who fits who will probably ball out better with who. I think, in my opinion, if Wirtz is playing and as Chiesa is right, and you still have Frimpong playing, I think you create a little bit better chemistry on the right than that. I feel
that's
like
not a long-term solution for the season, though, is it?
No, but of course. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and claim that I know the fix to Liverpool for the remainder of the season. I'm talking about Kirkis. I'm talking about the midfield. I'm talking about that. I'm trying to find solutions that at least when we look at the next game, be like, all right, we found something that's sticking. What's the next issue that we have? To sit here and kind of dismiss that Salah, because of how bad he's been, he still doesn't get dropped. I don't think the performances have warranted that.
That's not what we're saying, though, bro. What we're saying is, like, for me, if I'm the manager now, yeah, I'm like, right, I've got these problems. Defensive problem. Midfield problem. What do I do with Wirtz? Problem. Striker problem, because I don't know which one to play. And I've got a Salah problem. Salah's the last problem I'm going to try and solve. That's just the way it is. I'm sorting my defense out first, getting that better. I'm sorting out the balance of my midfield, getting that better. I'm trying to get Florian Wirtz into the game because he's a £125 million player. It's quite important you get him into the game. I'm working out who plays a striker, Isak or Ekitike. Once I've solved those problems, then I'm going to look at Salah and going, oh, you still do your shit? Right, now you're getting dropped.
Thank you. Yes, exactly.
That's the point.
I think Isak and Wirtz will play better with Chiesa than Salah.
That's my statement. In 4 to 6 weeks, once the other things have been identified and fixed, yeah, then if we get here at the end of November and Salah's still stinking out the gaff and he sorted the midfield out and he sorted the defense out and he sorted the striker out, then yes, 100% drop Salah, 100%.
So LB, I think if you play Isak and Wirtz, but you give him Chiesa instead of Salah, I think that fixes him a little bit more. I think if they have a natural winger who runs up and down, tracks back, because Salah doesn't do that, and they have Frimpong. If you have a winger who tracks back, someone who kind of doesn't have to be very self-centered and the ball being played around him, rather than that winger servicing the 10 and the 9, which is what Chiesa would do, I think you'll get more out of Wirtz and Isak. That's my whole
thing. The problem you got with Salah is, right, and I don't disagree with what LB's saying, all of it at all, but problem you've got is, right, and this might sound a bit weird, but hopefully you'll get it, is that, like, if he's not scoring or assisting, I know he's got some numbers this season, but if he's not scoring or assisting, Liverpool are essentially playing with 10 men because he offers nothing. He doesn't track back and he doesn't get involved in the game. And when Liverpool at the moment are struggling to get the ball to their forwards quickly, they're not getting the ball to Salah, they are essentially playing with 10. So they either need to, they've got two solutions, right? They either drop him and they play someone else, or they need to make a concerted effort to get the ball to him more and get him more involved in the game. Because if Salah's not involved in the game, you're playing with 10 men because he offers nothing.
But Charlie, that exactly proves my point, because I don't think this Liverpool team at this time should be playing through Salah. You were ready to move on in the summer from Salah being your focal point to your team to your future. Your future is Wirtz and Isak. I don't think it's like doing a big three like they do in the NBA. Sometimes you just need role players. I look at Chiesa. Chiesa's a role player compared to Salah. You put him, he services the team. You put Salah in, the team needs to service him. I don't think you need Salah and to service him when you have Wirtz in the 10 and you have Isak in the 9.
That's a lie once again.
What do you mean that's a lie? That's how Salah is been, bro. That's what I'm saying.
How does the team need to service Salah when he created the most chances for us last season?
Yeah, Habibi, that's the point. I'm not saying service as it's just to pass the ball. You need to play through Salah when Salah's in the pitch. Because as Charlie said, when Salah's not getting to the ball, he's not pressing, he's not tracking back. It's not who he is as a player. This is why I was listening to your halftime show last week.
And track back from 17-18.
Hear me out. You got one of your brothers, I forgot his name. He was saying, oh, Salah's pissing me off. He's not tracking back. Salah hasn't tracked back for about 6 years. Who gives a fuck? That's who Salah was. We never looked at Salah and said, oh, look how amazing he is because he tracks back. It's just not who he is, bro. When you don't use him correctly and you're not servicing him, what is the point of him being in the team? That is the whole point, bro.
Okay,
last game, if he passes the ball a couple times more instead of shooting it, you're talking about who was on the pitch at the time? Was it Ekitike or Isak? What time did Isak come on? Or did he start? I can't even remember. You're looking at that and you're like, you know what? If he's playing the ball more to his teammates rather than shooting, which is who he is, and that's fine, you're arguing that maybe you would have scored in these instances. But because he's Salah and he's warranted that when he gets in those positions, he's taking the shot, which is fine because of what he's accomplished, you are taking out what I'm talking about, which is him not being a role player. You need a role player, in my opinion, to work around Isak and Verts.
For Isak. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you what I think is the issue now. Okay, here I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna bring out the tactics board, and at the same time, I'm also gonna show you still images from games. Tell me if I'm lying. Okay, so this right here, I put up the Chelsea players on the pitch. I won't even take forever to explain it. Let me tell you the biggest issue in this team right here. The biggest issue in this team right here, and this is something that we have witnessed multiple times, so this ain't new, is this right here. This space right here. Now, people come here and go like, Caicedo scored a wonderful goal. He did. Okay. Now, tell me why Gravenberch, and this is where I'm calling out the manager, because we have to look at root cause of the issues. Why is Gravenberch pressing Enzo needlessly over here? Gravenberch comes to press Enzo here because Gravenberch has the license to roam forward this season, and because Slot wants to play man-to-man in midfield. Badiashile makes a simple pass. Yes, he beats McAllister, but this area, this whole area of space right here, this literal entire area of space, this should never be a thing where Caicedo can just run all the way from here.
Gravenberch should be there.
Unmarked. Who asked Gravenberch to be here? Slot. That's what I'm calling out, because he's playing man-to-man and he's giving Gravenberch license to roam forward. Last season, Gravenberch could have been here. Now the goal doesn't even happen. That's number one. Number two, why should I keep Salah on the pitch? Let me give you examples from in-game, so it's not just me making up shit. So let me show you the two differences, the two examples, one with Isak and one without Isak. So this right here is the game with Isak. This game is the Atletico game, which I have referenced to you multiple times. This is with Frimpong, this is with Isak, this is with Verts. This is the team that he hasn't run back once, okay? Salah on the ball in this situation and in multiple situations in the game has plenty of options. He's got Frimpong on the overlap. He's got Gravenberch. He's got Verts. He's got Isak. The reason why this goal happens and Salah makes the run into the pitch, look at everyone's position on the pitch. Frimpong overlap, Gravenberch making that run, but then Szoboszlai staying back. So they used to rotate in the game. I've got Verts in the penalty box where he should be. I've got Isak in the penalty box. I've got Gakpo in the penalty box. And then Salah plays that pass into Gravenberch, make that run back into the box. And over here, he scores. He could have found Isak or Gakpo as well, but he scores. I'll use a completely different example from what Ekitike played to show you that Salah still has a use on the pitch. And Salah is not really the issue here. So this is the game this is the Everton game. This is with Ekitike, right? Salah now on that right wing spot. I'm being completely objective. I'm not even trying to glaze or be disingenuous. Gravenberch makes that run into the penalty box, and Salah finds him. Okay, this pass where he plays it into Gravenberch. Wait, let me just try to find the correct still image. No exaggeration, and I'm being completely honest with you, Staffy, right now. We don't have a single winger at the football club that can make that pass. I promise you, I'm not even exaggerating. You play Frimpong over there, Chiesa, Rio, Gakpo, choose any winger you want. He is incapable of making that pass. So that's why, let's go back to what LB said. Let me solve all the problems on the pitch. And after I solve this problem, I promise you, if Salah is still playing shit, I will be the first one to say drop him. The issue is right now, we have about 5-6 different problems out there on the pitch. We haven't solved them, and we're all going like, drop Salah. Tab Habibi, let me solve these issues with him on the pitch. And it's still, if he still plays like shit, I'll be the first one to tell him drop. That's it.
That's what
now,
the thing is, he still created that chance for Isak, bro, which he should have backed.
Yeah. So exactly. So even in a bad game, he still creates you a moment. Now let me just do these supers before we move on. Talk about City and Arsenal.
Sorry, they're calling you Don Haag in the chat.
Yeah, this guy.
You wanna know who's moving like Ten Hag? Slot with a donut hole in midfield. That Mr.
Dutch managers in the second.
You know what I feel like Husam is.
Guys, I want to do super chat so we can move on because I want to talk about Arsenal and City. First of all, big up guys.
I cannot get a word.
900 people are in the building. We're not even at 200 likes yet, guys. Please close the live chat, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to everyone's channel as well. They're all in the description, please. So big up to all of you guys.
Spam Husam in the chat.
Hit the like button. Big up to Tyler Jones says, I know this Souls guy will disappear just like the other Souls who did the same talk last year.
I don't understand why people are bringing up my name, bro. I haven't even said anything this stream. I've spoken for about 30 seconds the entire stream and I'm already getting drawn out. But anyway, I would definitely.
To be fair, it's very hard to argue that he disappeared when he's literally on our screen right now.
Yeah,
he's right here.
Witness protection is mad.
He said he will disappear. I talking about another Souls. I don't even know any other Souls. I'm the only Souls that I know. Trust me. There's no other Souls about. You know what I mean?
Big up Terrace Souls. Respectfully, Husam is waffling all week. Yeah, but that's not a response. Like you
He has
can't
been
just
waffling. Yes. I agree. Actually, I actually agree.
That's not, and you see, this is how I know that you're the biggest waffler. Salah is playing great. Long may it continue. When LB was speaking, he told you, Husam never once said Salah's playing great. I never once said that. Not one time did I say Salah's playing great. I'm saying let's solve the issues with him on the pitch, and he still plays like shit, then drop him. So how's that me waffling? But instead, I bet everything you're a Chelsea fan who probably thinks Hazard's better than him, even though he's doing mukbangs with chunks. Big up to OK, who says, big up the panel, by the way, where the leopard in the tree, is what OK is saying. Big up. Big up to Abdulaziz. Thank you so much, Abdulaziz, who says, Husam, bring back the leopard in the tree, because when you are confident, like the Champions League and Europa, we immediately lost. When you're not confident, we win the league. I promise you, whether I'm confident or not, it has no impact on the game. Me being confident does not change the fact we got a donut hole midfield. Me being not confident doesn't make us play better. You get me? So I promise you, I'm not that influential where I influence Liverpool Football Club halfway across the world. You get me? I never saw Sanchez this comfortable in a Chelsea shirt. The starting 11 should be demolishing the Chelsea back line, even with a kit man as a coach in charge. Wow.
Yes,
you just indirectly proved everything I just said. So Sanchez never had a more comfortable game with all that firepower we have. But guys, it's an individual fault, not Slot's fault.
Salah missed 3 chances, all off target.
3 chances is bullshit. The only one chance he should have scored is the Verts pass. Mo deserved a new deal after a record-breaking season. Yeah, he deserved it.
Yeah,
bro, there are bums in this league. There are bums in this league, like the likes of Havertz, who make 350 grand a week.
Hold on.
Anyway, as I was saying, guys.
No, hold on.
He thinks he's going to keep shutting me up every time I speak. I'm definitely going to speak. No, I don't talk about Arsenal. I'm talking about Liverpool.
Defend Havertz. Yeah, go ahead. Defend Havertz.
I'm not going to. First of all, move me back to the big screen. Listen.
Oh my God, I'm on the big screen. I can't handle it. Big up all of you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. I want to move on. Talk about City and
Bro, can I say? Bro, can I finish what I want to say about Liverpool?
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna let you talk about Arsenal. Shut up and let me segue.
Bro.
It's a dictatorship.
All of you guys like and subscribe. Go ahead, Souls. Arsenal won this week.
This is the first time in my life I actually think. This is the first time I actually think Husam's actually angry with me. Genuinely, he's actually not letting me say a single word. I don't know what's going on.
Because you guys are getting on my nerves, except LB, because he's the only one that knows ball.
No. Is that you're annoyed? You don't agree with
he's not.
That's what it is, bro.
Here we go again.
I agree with what I'm saying. You're just completely bullshitting, and you're going all the narratives.
We're not bullshitting. It's our opinions. You invited us to give our opinions.
He started his monologue by bringing up Frimpong, who didn't even play. That's how I know
I did it. That's such a lie. That's such a lie.
Husam, you need some. Husam,
you want to talk about Arsenal or not?
Yes. Right. Husam, you need some air conditioning, honestly, because you are going too mad. Anyway, listen.
Electricity is expensive.
This is what I want to say. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
If we don't win the league, LB, I hope you win it.
Look. I feel like it's still very early for us to judge what's going to happen at the end of the season. Right? If you watch any of my streams, I've never sat here and said Liverpool are not going to win the league. They're cooked. I'm not. What I'm saying is, I only cooked Husam because of what he was saying prior to them being second, and what's happened now since that's happened. No, I told you before I wanted to finish what I want to say about Liverpool.
Yeah, Habibi, you were late 15 minutes. That's not on me.
Okay, I just want to say this last point. What I wanted to summarize when it comes to Liverpool is that I feel like Husam is very quick to jump on the manager. I genuinely think if Liverpool don't win the league this year, Husam could potentially say he wants the manager out. That's the kind of madness that I think he's coming out with. Because already he's talking about Slot in a crazy way, like tactically and this and that. Bro, first let's calm down, let's relax. You've been cooked for it now. That's it. It's done. He's still a good manager. You still have good players.
Okay, this is the Arsenal Man City section.
Salah's got his previous contract anyway. Now, Big up Arsenal. Big up Arsenal. No, genuinely, banter aside, we're doing well. We're obviously top of the league. West Ham was probably one of our best performances. I'll be honest with you. We ended up winning the game. Look, I think the benefit is, and the good thing that's happened with Arsenal now is after the first 5 games, and I said this on stream, Arteta's playing a more attacking style of football. And we said literally straight after, before the Newcastle game, if Arteta does not change the way he plays, and if he keeps playing Zubimendi, Rice, and Moreno, and a defensive style of football, we're never going to be able to win games of football matches. We're going to be on the back foot, scoring a goal and defending, coming out in second halves very defensive. Arteta is now playing much more attacking football. I think West Ham showed we've struggled there at home the last 2 seasons. We went out there, controlled the ball, controlled the game. Again, unfortunately, Odegaard's again got another injury. I don't even know how you get a knee injury from contact, right? But look, obviously, we need Odegaard back as soon as possible. Three injuries in the first 7 games for me is unheard of, honestly. So he really needs to understand. Like we need to.
He was the first to ever get subbed off in the first half in 3 games in a row.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what's happening there. Honestly, and it was a contact. It was a contact hit. And he ended up getting I think it was an MCL that he got.
Yeah, he's out for 8 weeks.
Yeah, he got an MCL from a knee-to-knee clash. I don't even know how that even works. But yeah, look, I think Arteta's playing a lot more attacking football. And that's 3 games on the bounce now. Newcastle, Olympiacos, and West Ham, where we've come out on the front foot. As soon as Arteta dropped Moreno, now look at the type of football.
Bro, he took the handbrake comments personally at the City game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did genuinely, and I think that's genuinely, guys. If you could ask me, what's changed from the first 5 games to now, it's genuinely the fact that we're playing more attacking football, where we're playing a 10 in his position, right? Where we've dropped Moreno, who used to sit back and hold the ball. Where we're actually playing a lot better, right? We're creating more chances. It was nice to see Saka on the score sheet as well. It's now 2 goals scored, 2 goals in the last 3 games since coming back from injury. And look, I genuinely think we're in a good position to win this Premier League title. I swear to you. I genuinely think we're in a good position. If we can keep our players fit, and Arteta can carry on playing the football he's been playing against Newcastle, Olympiacos, and West Ham, if he can play that exact same style of play, attacking football... and
can you guarantee you finish above City this season 100%?
Yes. But saying that,
I need LB here because I want to ask him about City because they're winning games now.
I do want to
winning games. We can't just push
City. No. That's what I was going to say, Husam. I was going to say, but bear in mind, I do also want to say we can't overlook City because I said this to Ash and I said it on other streams. City have one of the best attacks in the Premier League. When you look at the quality of their attack up front, when you got to the Fodens, the Haalands, the Doku, Savinho, they have so many good attackers. Right, when I looked at their squad on the last game week, they had literally quality players just sitting on the bench, probably a better bench than ours.
Do you think the Donnarumma signing as well made a difference to them already?
Oh, massively,
and because one, he's an amazing shot stopper.
The defense is not shitting itself every attack now.
No, exactly, and I just feel like we overlook. City had the best squad in the league for 5 years running. Squad, not team. When Liverpool won the league, they won the league because they kept all their players fit for an entire season, and they won based on their 11, not their squad. City have historically been known to have the best squad in the league. That's why they used to win the League Cup every single season, the FA Cup. Why? Because they could afford to play their second teams in those competitions, and their second teams were better than some people's first teams, right? So that's why City historically have known that. But you can't look at City's team now and still say that they haven't got an amazing team. Bro, they have Ryan Shirky sitting on the bench. Shirky's their bench player.
Well,
they bring on when they want. You know what I mean?
And now he's on the stream with us. It's crazy.
Yeah, the mind games. But now he's doing banner. See, now I'm talking football and now you're going banner. But no, listen, big up.
You're not Sharky, Stuffy is.
I know. No, definitely.
Hey, bro, listen, I've been injured for weeks and I still have more G and hidden verts.
Me being called Sharky is a compliment. But listen, look, I want to say you can't overlook City, but I think we should finish above them because we have a better team, in my opinion. Obviously, we're not going to get into the manager because obviously they've got a better manager than us and Liverpool. But I think
I don't know where LB is because I actually have to ask him about this. With Haaland though, are you guys low key worried about his form as well? This is the best on a mad he's on. I actually checked this. I think he's on 9 goals in 7 games. No?
Bro, this is his worst start to a season though, which is mental.
And look, Haaland genuinely, and this is going to sound bad, and you might laugh at this, yeah. But Haaland is what Gyökeres wants to be and just can't be.
Oh, shit!
But
That's
genuinely,
a £60 million striker that's just been shit on there.
No. Listen, okay, shit is harsh.
Jules makes a good point. Fair.
No. Look, shit is harsh, but I just think if I could take away one thing from the West Ham game, is that I'm worried about Gyökeres. I'm genuinely worried about Gyökeres.
Really?
Like, the guy can't stay on his feet. He can't stay on his feet.
I don't want anyone to ever say that Souls is the lead. Souls, you have my respect, my man.
He's stumbling over the ball. He's stumbling over the ball. He's falling over. When he's getting a chance, he's meant to be a transition-based striker.
We called this all summer, got abused.
No. It's not that. But when he's again, look, Arsenal fans.
He's the least talented striker from all the ones that got signed.
Are you saying Gyökeres is a bad signing or what exactly?
No, I'm not. I need Arsenal. Everyone's going to start shouting in the comments, whatever. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that we should have signed Sesko. I think Gyökeres was better than Sesko, and I'm happy we got Gyökeres. But the reservations I had about Gyökeres before he joined Arsenal, that documented on stream, are the same reservations that I'm seeing today, which is that the player is clunky. Yes, look, he's got good hold-up play. He's got good link-up play.
I don't think he has good hold-up play, actually. That's why he spends more time on the floor.
I want to explain to Arsenal fans, because I've seen Arsenal fans say, even though he didn't score, he had a good game. He held the ball up well and he linked up play well. Yes, he did do that. But Havertz did that every game. Why did we replace Gyökeres with Havertz? Why did we replace Havertz with Gyökeres? Why?
Because, I can answer that for you.
I want to say, because Havertz, everyone knows here, everyone that watches football knows.
Rhetorical.
Havertz was a good hold-up striker, and he was good at link-up. But he couldn't finish. He couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Right? Now, where I'm going to give Gyökeres a bit of defense. I'm going to defend Gyökeres here now. The first 5 games is not an accurate representation of Gyökeres not being a good striker. Because why? He did not receive any service. Arteta was playing Zubimendi, Rice, and Zubimendi, Rice. Oh my God, my mind's gone blank. Zubimendi, Rice, and Moreno. And we weren't creating any chances. For your
wait. So when you're having an existing, I want to ask you. You first started by saying Haaland is what Gyökeres wants to be, but he can't. What do you mean by that?
Yes, I mean at the moment the way Haaland's playing, Gyökeres should be playing similar to that, and he's not.
Not at the moment. Not next week. Not next month.
No, but
next year. Not next decade.
Gyökeres,
not next life. They should never
hear me out. The reason why I said that is, Staffy, just before you go, Gyökeres right now is 27 years old. So now he's not old or anything. I think he can give you 6 years easily, 7 years easily, right? So he's not like old or anything. But if Gyökeres at 27 is not hitting Haaland levels at 21, he ain't ever gonna hit them. Like, let's be honest.
You're not understanding what I'm saying, guys. It's what I mean. You're not understanding. I'm not saying Gyökeres is not going to come good. I think he will come good for Arsenal. I think his goal scoring numbers in Europe and for his club has proved that he can score goals. He's a good striker. I'm saying the first 5 games Arteta played defensive football. I'm not blaming Gyökeres. He did not get any service because of Arteta's tactical stupidity when it comes to attacking football. I understand that. I'm not stupid. So I'm not blaming that on Gyökeres. All I'm saying is, since Arteta started playing more attacking-based football against Newcastle, Olympiacos, and West Ham, I've seen us put the ball through to him. I've seen us give him chances, and he's not been clinical enough, and 2, he hasn't got into the right positions. He's stumbling over the ball. Arsenal fans have said it. It's everywhere. Now, a lot of people, because his name is Victor Gyökeres and he has the trademark celebration, they think we can't criticize the player. I'm not saying he's shit. I'm not saying we shouldn't have signed him. I'm not saying he's a waste of money. You guys might be saying that. I'm going to defend my striker. I'm just criticizing him for the performances he's had.
So what do you want? So I'm so confused.
What do you want? I'm confused as well.
This is not a solo stream. We have to talk about some of the points you just made. What is the point of you bringing all this up if you're going to say, "Oh, but I'm not going to criticize"? I'm still going to.
You are criticizing. That's the point.
What is the point of this? Like, why are you bringing it up?
But bro, if you're not going to quote me correctly, why are you saying that?
I'm sorry.
So what does he need to do better?
If you allow me to rebuttal once you finish your point, I wouldn't misquote you later on. So let us rebuttal you at that point so you don't get upset. What do you want us to do with that information you just gave us? That's all I'm asking.
I'm not coming to you for a solution. Wow. I'm telling you what my criticism is of our striker in the last 3 games. And every striker, whether it's Isak, whether it's Gyökeres, whether it's Haaland, deserves criticism when they play bad. So, but the issue is people seem to think that when you criticize a striker, you are not like, I can't believe you're saying this about Gyökeres, it's Victor Gyökeres, bro. No striker or no player at Arsenal is immune from criticism. When Odegaard was playing bad, he got slandered. All I'm saying is I'm worried about the way Gyökeres is taking his chances when he gets them. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even think it's that. I think when he gets his chances, he does score. The issue is I don't see him getting a lot of chances. I see him doing a lot of things that he shouldn't have been signed for, which is why when you said all that, I just didn't understand what was the point of this debate. If you're not going to say, oh, I'm not going to criticize the signing. And I don't want to misquote you because he get upset, but from what I understood, you're just a little bit worried about his form and what he's doing currently. And
in the last games,
you are hoping at least that it's going to get better or improve. I think the things that you're expecting. Okay, so you think he will, which is even better because I said you hope, but you think it will happen. Yeah. I think what you're looking for is not what Gyökeres has anyways, which is why, I mean, if you don't like what you see, then I think the logical thing would to be go back to the signing and say, why did we sign him if he can't do X, Y, Z? Because I don't think he's going to get better at certain things that you don't like right now. When he's on the floor all the time, Souls, let me tell you this. People look at Gyökeres. He's what, 6'2", 6'3". He's a tall striker. Very built, very strong. Remember that picture of him in Sporting Lisbon with his shirt off? And you can see all his abs and his muscles or whatever. For someone who's very built, he does get bullied easily. From all the strikers that got signed,
I don't think he
you just said in the beginning of your monologue, he's always on the floor.
I say again, don't misquote me. I said he's falling over the ball and he's falling because of the way he's.
You did say he's always on the floor. I didn't misquote
he's not, but he's not getting muscled out. You're saying he gets bullied.
100%. He does get muscled out.
He literally created a goal for Martinelli against Olympiacos where he literally muscled out 2 centre backs.
Okay. So let me say this again. Okay, when someone says someone. XYZ always happens, it doesn't mean that he's never going to do it again. Like when we say striker has been bad, no one he sit here and says, oh, he's never going to score a goal in the rest of his career again. When I was criticizing Salah, it doesn't mean that Salah is never going to score again in the Premier League because I think he's playing bad. That should be common knowledge. When I talk about Gyökeres, I think he does spend a lot of time on the floor.
Okay, give me one example where a centre back has bullied him because I haven't seen him get bullied yet.
One example? Wallahi, if you watch every game. If you watch every game.
No, I watch every game. What I'm saying to you is where he.
So I don't remember every incident who was the centre back. If you want me to remember one incident exactly, all I need to remind you of is the United game. De Ligt absolutely bullied him.
But Staffy, you can De Ligt didn't bully him in the United game.
Wallahi, he did, bro.
No, he was side by side with him twice, and the first time they literally had a shoulder to shoulder. He never bullied him onto the floor. On a corner, anything can happen.
I don't want to argue on that because I already know the truth. If you want to listen now, that's fine.
Let me just say one thing before we get LB's opinion on this. This comes back to your first
finish. The Souls did to me what you did to him, which is interrupt every 2 seconds.
There's a fundamental issue here, and Staffy pointed it out. You gave us this whole monologue about how you think Gyökeres is not performing. I'm not going to exaggerate and say bad or horrible or anything, right? You said when you first started speaking, Haaland is what Gyökeres wants to be, but he can't be right now. Here's the difference, and I'm going to use Staffy's point. Haaland against Brentford bullies the Brentford centre-back, shoves him off the ball, and finishes it and scores.
And he's the best striker, and he's the best striker in the world for a reason.
Haaland is the best striker in the world. Gyökeres cannot. If he cannot do this at 27 years old, the way that he's built, and this is Staffy's point, why should I think that he will ever do this?
Because I still believe that one, he's done it before. That's number one. He's done this before. He
done what exactly?
He's bullied defenders before. He's scored
different caliber.
What is bully defender?
Guys, look. I don't care what you guys are going to start talking about the Portuguese league, UCL. Look, you guys are not.
What is bully defender?
No. I'll see. If you let me land, I'll explain it to you. Gyökeres is not a striker that came from nothing and he's coming to Arsenal and he's getting big hype. He's already scored a bunch of goals, scored some of the highest scoring goals in Europe, scored in the UCL.
When did I question that?
I'm just saying, because he's done it before, if he comes Arsenal and doesn't do it, we have to look at one, are we playing towards his play style? Is Arteta playing to how Gyökeres likes to be played? Is Arteta playing to his strengths?
But that's what I said, and you didn't like it.
No, I did like it. That's number one. The second point is when he does get those chances where he's good at doing them, he needs to be more clinical. So again, it's not black and white. Because I still think because he's done it before, he has credibility in the bank to say, you know what? Even at 27, he's still got time. Let's relax, bro. The guy scored. He scored for Arsenal. So
you've not got time though to wait for him, have you? Because you're 6 years into the project.
I agree. We have to win this year,
I find him. But he's a win now signing. When you sign players at 27 years old as a Gyökeres and stuff, you're not signing them. You're not signing them for 2 years' time. You're signing them to win right now.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Because we have to win this season, what was everyone's reasoning behind getting Gyökeres over Sesko? Because Sesko, by the way, has natural raw ability.
Gyökeres goal scoring. Easy answer.
No. But Sesko, let me line. Sesko had natural raw ability. But everyone said he may be a good player in the future. He's 21. But we haven't got time to wait for the future. We need someone who's a proven goal scorer.
So you watch Sesko.
So we signed
Gyökeres this season.
So we signed Gyökeres to win today. The problem that I'm seeing is that first 5 games Arteta didn't play to his strengths. Was playing 3 DMs and we weren't creating no chances for him. You can't blame a striker for that. Just like
and that's where I defended him.
Just like Sam defends his strikers when he did.
And I kept the same energy. I said I felt bad for him away at Anfield. You created nothing.
What I'm saying though is that in the last 3 games against Newcastle, Olympiacos, and West Ham, each of those games he got 1 or 2 chances and could not put them away. And my point is, even you guys know Premier League football, you're not going to get 5-10 chances a game. You might get 1. Haaland got 1 against Brentford, and he scored it. You might get 1 or 2 chances in these games where teams
practically created that chance for himself.
No,
which is why you can't even list it as a chance.
I know, but I'm saying,
which is why you can't even put him in the same conversation. So
I'm not putting him in the same. Husam asked me the question, so I said it different. I said right now, Husam, Haaland's the best striker in the world, if not one of the best, if you include Mbappe as well. But I'm saying you cannot go out there and go, look, I'm saying Gyökeres has the potential to get better, and I've seen him do it in previous clubs. I know he's a top level striker. Right, but I'm saying because we have to win today. Thankfully, now we're top of the league, so no one's got nothing to say. But just imagine we lost the game against we lost the game against Newcastle, and Liverpool beat Palace, and we're 8 points off. And now it's a disaster show. Gyökeres is going to get blamed. Arteta's going to get blamed. Everyone's going to get blamed. So I'm saying now we're top of the league. When the international break is over, when he gets them, because look, everyone, guys, Arsenal now. I'm seeing people say Arsenal. People are saying Arsenal have an easy run of games coming up. Guys, I want to make sure people know this. Arsenal have historically been good against big teams. We struggle against the smaller teams that play low blocks against us, and we struggle to.
You just played West Ham.
No.
We talked about big games and small games.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying after the international break, we have an easier run of games now. We're playing a lot of the lower level teams.
Habib, I see you play easy games and I see you play hard games. Other than
you say in this next one, you expect Gyökeres to go score a load of goals. Is that what you basically saying?
No, I'm saying in this run after the international break, because we're going to be playing against lower league teams who are going to sit back against us, and Gyökeres is historically known to be a transitional based striker, we have to find a way to make sure he gets goals from a service perspective.
How can you say that? But then you also said you think he's going to get better. You just said that the run that's coming up doesn't even fit him.
So the run that you're coming up,
I don't get it.
He's got 4 goals.
Staffy's just looking to argue. He's not on.
I'm not looking to argue. You didn't let us argue. We wanted to make points. I have to listen to you for 15 minutes, say everything, then contradict it.
I'm not contradicting it.
Yes, you are contradicting yourself.
You think you think that I'm telling you that I'm saying even though our next run of games doesn't suit Gyökeres, I'm saying we have to find a way to integrate it. What am I going to say?
But you also said like 10 minutes ago, you think it will get better. So by you saying that, and then you're telling me your run of games coming up.
What does that point have to do with my point? Me saying that I think it'll get better, and me saying that he's got a harder run of games coming up and he's got to do better. That still means we've got to find a way for him to do better.
If I'm looking at someone performing bad, and I'm like, I think it's going to get better. And someone asks me why. I'm like, because I think the run of games that we're getting is favorable for how he plays. At least that makes sense. Whether it happens or not, at least there was logic behind it. You haven't yet given us logic to why you think he's going to get better. Other than historically, he did this, and that. What does that have to do with anything?
You want me to sit here and say Gyökeres was a bad signing? Why did we sign him?
No, I wanted to speak, but you wouldn't let me speak. I would have done that for you. But you wanted to keep. You wanted to do a monologue, and no one was allowed to challenge it.
No. Listen, guys, I'm not here to have a discussion with you guys about challenging your points because it's too early now for me to start saying what someone is and what someone isn't. All I'm saying is, Staffy, is I believe he's a good striker.
Factually, Souls, we're here to have a discussion.
No. We are. But if any one of you on
Let's
the
say
screen,
Gyökeres is amazing, bro.
if any one of you turn around to me and say right now, "Oh, Gyökeres was a bad signing. Why did you sign him? He's that."
It's too early to say that.
Exactly, but this is what they want me to say. It's all rage bait. I'm not going to do that.
No, I didn't want you to say anything. Stop doing that. You got upset when we misquoted you. I didn't want you to say anything. Every time I tried to say something, you interrupted. And you just want to sit here and say, good. Gyökeres is good, bro. There's no point of talking about this topic. Gyökeres will come good. He's eventually going to hit the heights that you want. He's going to be baby Haaland. Congrats, we achieved it.
I'll tell you one thing. He's better than Sesko. That's all you need to know in your head.
You know what? Great. I'm not going to fall for your rage bait either. He's better than Sesko. Sesko. Everyone spam Sesko in the chat right now.
And Sesko costs more. Bear that in mind. Anyway,
absolute garbage. Sesko should be waived tomorrow. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's fine. Look, it's Husam's on mind games. Anyway, let me land, yeah? Big up. I think Gyökeres will get better.
Maybe all this and you're still landing.
Okay. I'll stay quiet. Go on. You guys give your opinions on Gyökeres. Go on. I want to hear you guys' opinions on Gyökeres. Go on.
LB, you talk to us, LB. Put LB in.
I'm saying it. Like, for me, the guy scored in 2 out of 10 games that he's played in. And I think he's underperforming. Huh? Where's his house?
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
It might be 3 games.
He said no. He scored 3 goals. 3 goals. Sorry.
Yeah, but he scored in two games.
2 games. Yeah.
So he's underperforming. Yeah,
he's underperforming. Yeah, I think his touch is diabolical. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't know. I think the guy can score goals. Obviously, if you look at his record, like he's not scored those goals. But yeah, at the same time, I just think that. I don't know. So
no one's got nothing to say because everyone's saying what.
I'm saying I'd be seriously worried if I was an Arsenal fan about how these opening 10 matches have gone with Gyökeres. That's what I'd be saying.
And that's exactly what I said. I said that the first 5 I'm going to give him a blight for. Since then, I'm very worried. That's all I said. I said I'm worried about the way we're utilizing Gyökeres. And
you can't just say utilizing him. Like when you buy a striker like that, for big money, they need to just work in the system. Like one of the things that you said is, what do you think? Do you think that when Haaland walked into the City team, who had to adapt more? He had to adapt to City, and you're saying we've now got to adapt our play to Gyökeres.
I know. I said that. Gyökeres has a style of play that we've historically seen him play. And if he joins another football club that plays a different style of play, because we don't play transitional-based football like Sporting do,
right?
We not have to adapt.
That's what Haaland used to do. And Haaland's coming in. Haaland's adapted to Manchester City. So you're saying then that Gyökeres is one-dimensional?
I'm saying that he needs time to adapt under a new system, under a new style of play.
Okay, how much time?
You haven't got the time to do that.
That's the problem you've got. You've not got the time.
But he needs to come in and hit the ground running straight away if you're going to win the league, because he's the guy that's been signed to score the goals to win the league this season.
Well, look again. I can only say that Gyökeres definitely needs to improve when he gets those 1 or 2 chances, and in these next run of games, he's going to get less chances. Why? Because we're going to come up against low block teams. Right, which means that he might get 1 or 2 in a game and he has to put them away. And if he doesn't, he needs to be criticised for that.
Do you think that Arsenal should have signed Ekitike instead?
Oh, he would have been perfect for Arsenal.
Look, I'm not going to lie and say no because I would have taken Ekitike.
So why didn't you go for Ekitike?
Because Arteta wanted Gyökeres or Sesko.
Do you like banter aside? Like, do we think that Sesko would have been a better fit?
I don't think Arsenal. No, because you can't say Arsenal. You can't be talking about time.
I agree.
I think they probably should have gone and got Ekitike. You don't think they should have gone and got Ekitike?
No, I
agree. I think Ekitike is out of everyone you mentioned. Ekitike is the absolute perfect fit for Arsenal.
I would have taken Isak. I would have taken Ekitike.
Why? Just ask
why Ekitike? Yeah.
I think
because Ekitike is technically complete. He can technically do everything that, in my opinion, Sesko and Gyökeres can't, and
he still can score goals.
And he still can score goals.
So if you want to talk about goals, he didn't have a better scoring rate over the last 5 years than Sesko. So if we want to just talk about goals, I do think he's a better overall player than Sesko, and you already know that. I wanted to critique at United before we got Sesko, so I'm not even going to sit here and track back.
But the thing is, you're missing the point. You're missing the intangibles there in what CK can do, dropping in, linking up the play, and he can still score the goals.
But LB, you know who you just described? You just described Havertz. I don't think ideally they needed.
Havertz is not clinical enough in front of.
No, he's not.
No, that's fine.
But do we think though, like, because we know how much Arteta loves Havertz, right? When Havertz comes back, do we still think it's an absolute guarantee that Gyökeres starts every week? Because
Charlie, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Havertz was really good at everything apart from the most important thing, which is putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah,
he was good at hold up play. Yeah, he was good at hold up play, good aerially, good link up play. And again, he had everything as a striker, apart from when he got them chances, he was missing week in, week out, clear-cut chances. So Arsenal fans said, if you replace Havertz with Gyökeres, and Gyökeres gets them same chances Havertz got, he'll score them, will score more goals. That was the terminology. When I asked any Arsenal fans why Gyökeres, they only said to me, he scores goals. When I asked them what in his play style suits Arsenal, they couldn't tell me. They said they don't care.
So when Havertz comes back, where does he fit in the team, or is he?
I don't know.
He doesn't play, bro. Unless Gyökeres. The thing is, right? Gyökeres is in that team to score goals. At the moment, factually, he's not doing that. He scored two. He scored in 2 games out of 10. So basically, I'm looking at it and going, if by the time Havertz is back fit, if you're not scoring goals, then you're actually a net negative to the team because you can't do what Havertz can do.
Off the ball stuff.
In terms of off the ball thing. And then people say, go on, Sauce,
but what I will say is, though, when you look at a striker, you need to look at his conversion rate. You have to look at the amount of chances he's got against how much he scored.
And he's not.
No, but his conversion rate is not bad. He hasn't got many chances. By the way, we haven't created a bunch of chances from an.
Well, the fact is, he scored in 2 games out of.
That's fine, but you know as well as I do, LB, with a striker up front like Haaland. If you don't give the striker service and he gets, let's say, 5 chances and scores 3 goals, and he only gets 5 chances in 6-7 games, you have to look at the service to him as well. Just like Liverpool do now with these.
Yeah, but there's no point in sticking him up there if you're not creating him the chat. That's the point. It's not necessarily a Gyökeres things. Yeah, we don't need to deep that bit. What you need to look at is the guy scoring goals? If he's not, and you can't immediately, flick the switch to creating pure chances, drop him and play Havertz. You've got no choice unless you play like.
I don't believe. Look, I don't believe anyone's a given to play anywhere. Like for me, if Gyökeres isn't performing and he's not playing well within 60 minutes, take him on, put Martinelli up front. I don't care. Let's see how he does. He might make the runs. All I'm saying is that for me, I don't care. I don't have any attachment to any player. A lot of Arsenal fans are attached to Gyökeres now, and I get it. He loved Arsenal, pushed for a move, everything. I want him to do well, right? I said I wanted him, but I'm concerned about the way he plays. I'm concerned about the way we're utilizing him, and I'm concerned even when he gets 1 or 2 chances that we do create for him, he's not putting them away. He seems not fast enough for me. He's getting on a one-on-one chance side by side to a defender. He's getting bodied off. I'm seeing Staffy shake his head. Staffy, tell us, Habibi. Tell us. Go on.
It's the most jarring segment we had on today because you keep saying all these things. Yeah, I'm meant to believe, according to Souls, things are going to become better. Let's just say it for how it is, bro. You should have trusted your manager when he said he wanted Sesko over Gyökeres. That's just what it is, bro. You can call him Sesko all you want. I watch every United game, and anyone who's watched Sesko this season will tell you he would have fit like a glove what Arteta wanted from him. This is why when him and Berta went at it, they probably should have trusted the manager. Sesko fits everything that you guys needed. His hold-up is there. He knows how to... he doesn't get bullied by defenders like Gyökeres does. And if you don't see the amount of time he gets bullied off the ball, and when he tries to hold up the ball, then I don't know what to tell you. And he has the most important asset that your team is known for. He's aerially dominant. He's 6'5". He wins aerial duels. Your manager loves players that are dominant in the air and that can win a ball in the air. He would have been perfect for everything that you guys are trying to do. But because he's about a few years younger than him and his name rhymes with Tesco, let's just all sit there and laugh about it. There's nothing Gyökeres has done this season has been better than what Sesko did. Sesko, in fact, played half the minutes that Gyökeres did. Didn't even start every game. He's playing in a 10 times worse team and he scored in the same amount of games as him. But we want to sit here and talk about Tesco this, Tesco that. Reality is, you probably should have trusted Arteta when his identifying of the player in the summer was Sesko over Gyökeres. And you could sit here and be hopeful all you want. I can't tell you how to behave like a fan. I've been saying it for long. I've been saying it since January. See how long ago it was before you guys were even linked with him. When you guys were linked with Sesko first, I always believed that Sesko was a better fit for you guys. Just because he's young doesn't mean nothing for me. But you're allowed to feel the way that you feel. Wise, I don't see anything improving. Something has to drastically change for Gyökeres to get a little bit more involved in this team. And with the way that you're playing and you're winning, I don't see a reason why you have to accommodate Gyökeres right now, because you guys are actually playing decent. You're winning games. And I'll be honest with you, I'll give you one more. When Havertz is back, Gyökeres does not warrant me that he plays every game for 90 minutes. You're going to find yourself in a situation where none of your strikers are complete enough, where there's games that warrants Havertz to start, and there's games that warrants Gyökeres to start. And if you are lucky, if you get anything, it's been my prediction the whole time, and I'm going to stick to it. If you get about 16 to 20 goals from Gyökeres, that is a very, very good season. Everyone who thought that he at least has to hit 20 goals for you guys to think it's a successful season, minimum, you'd be lucky if he gets that. And I have no problem. People saying, clip this, clip that. I've been saying it for a month. Clip it right now. The evidence is in front of us. We've seen, 10 games so far? Come on, 10 games is enough of a sample size to see how someone plays.
So what about Sesko? So when you're a manager looking for a striker and you need to win this season and you have one more year, let's say, because everyone's talking about you losing.
He would have scored a lot more for you guys. I promise you.
Did you not think about when you look for a striker and you need to win this year? What about Sesko's numbers last year? Like, was that not a concern for you? If you
just said Ekitike, and Ekitike had like 13 goals that season.
Sesko had better numbers than Ekitike last year.
Yeah. In the last 5 years, in his age group, no one has scored more goals than Sesko, statistically. If you want to go by statistics and all that stuff that you just said, no one has scored more goals than Sesko in his age group over the last 5 years.
And obviously,
there's a reason why your club wanted him for 2 years.
And also,
so before people get upset, you've scouted him for 2 years, 2 full years, before Gyökeres even got his 50 goal a season at Sporting back-to-back seasons.
I think we need to wait and see what happens with Ekitike as well, because obviously he's been good for 3-4 games. Obviously, he was dropped for Isak the last sort of 2-3 games. But I just think that
he was injured.
He was injured, and obviously since he's been back, Isak's been starting. But I'm saying we need to look at Arsenal and we need to look at what happens towards the end of the season. I still think he's going to come good. But this is the thing. If he doesn't come good, Arteta can easily turn around and say, he wasn't my choice. My choice was Sesko. Everyone knows that.
Oh, let me...
And you no. And Husam, I want you to respond to Staffy, because you sat on streams for 3 weeks straight and said, if Arsenal gets Sesko, they're finished. Gyökeres is a much better option.
Yeah,
Sesko
but me and Staffy disagree. It's okay. I don't like Sesko at all. I don't.
Okay. So I just want to make sure that
even when Sesko was linked to Liverpool, I didn't want Sesko. So now what?
But you don't think he would have been a better option than Gyökeres?
As things stand, if I'm going based off form this season, it looks like he would have probably been a better fit. But not the perfect fit.
I can't believe I'm hearing Husam say this.
I said based on form, what I'm saying right now. But I think the perfect fit would have been Ekitike, but you weren't even linked with him. Anyway, let me just grab these super before we get out of here, because this is becoming Oppenheimer settings. You get me? Big up to you guys for giving us your time. I think this was a great conversation today. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. But first and foremost, big up to my guy, Tyler Jones. Dubs in the chat for Tyler. Thank you so much, Tyler, man. He says, not me coming back to a Sesko versus Gyökeres debate. Almost 11 p.m. now.
Sam, what are you going to do if Sesko scores against Liverpool next weekend at Anfield?
What I'm going to do? I'm going to be mad.
Watch, this is what's gonna happen, Charlie. Now, every game Sesko doesn't score, and people are gonna be like, haha, remember you said this? And now every time Mo Salah scores, they're gonna be like, haha, remember Staffy said he's finished? Yeah. They always take every take to the absolute extreme. I'll tell you what, bro. Mo Salah is actually probably more likely gonna score against United. And people are gonna think that debunks anything I said over the last 10 games.
But you do know, low key. Not like the one after. If you're there, inshallah, we're all here happy, safe, and healthy. If you're there and Salah scored and Sesko doesn't, know.
Most likely, Salah will score. Because if there's a bounce back game for Salah in the Premier League, let's be honest, it's this one. So I'm not going to sit here and say, even though people with common sense should understand it, guys, Salah is actually going to score more goals this season. He's actually not done. There will be more. How many goals he has? 3? Guys, he's actually going to score more than 3 goals. I know maybe some of you guys didn't think that's what I meant, but yeah, he's mostly going to score more than 3 goals.
Fairs. Big up to you, Tyler, man. Thank you so much. Always support the channel, man. I appreciate you. Dubs in the chat for him. Actually, I'm an Arsenal fan, so you, sir, are wrong. Great. So you're part of Waffle FC. You get me? That's why you're Waffle.
Who's that even to? Oh,
to
that
me.
was to you.
LB is the only one that agrees with you, Husam. I'm not saying that LB is correct because he agrees with me. I think everyone's allowed to disagree. I'm just debunking kind of the stuff that people are saying. That's it. You get me? You guys have the right to an opinion. I've got the right to debunk it.
Yeah.
Arsenal fan here. Salah contract criticism from fans is gross. Sometimes you have to be a human about your team. That player deserves loyalty. Thank you, Garrett. You get me? See? Good Arsenal fan spotted. Good Arsenal fan spotted in the wild. You get me? I appreciate you. And listen, at the end of the day, he deserved the contract. And there is a reason why we were all mad when he wasn't getting the contract last season, during the season. So, yeah. Big up to you, my guy. If Haaland gets injured, City is finished, in my opinion. But I think we could say that about a lot of clubs, though, and a lot of players. So I can't go into a season with my plan being if Haaland gets injured. That's my point. I don't want Victor to be like Haaland, bro. And then he says, can't lie, Souls is saying a lot of nothing. This is an Arsenal fan. You want to respond, or are you just going to ignore him?
I'll ignore him. Thanks for the comment.
I think the fact that you said you don't want him to be like Haaland is crazy. I think everyone wants their striker to be like Haaland.
Oh,
that's a
good
machine right there. I'd take Haaland all day. Haaland form isn't sustainable. We create 2 half chances a game and he scores them all. He's turning shit into gold. He has to carry us until we click. I do think there is an element definitely of Haaland carrying the team, but at the same time, look, there's been probably Doku's best performances in his City shirt, probably since he's signed. You get me? So that's another player who's performing. You got Marmoush still to come back into the team. Echo falls, so you still have a lot of things that are happening still. Arsenal fan here, and I can't understand Souls.
Yep, another comment. Thank you, Football Social, for the next one.
Wow, I'm sorry, Football Social. Thank you for supporting the channel, brother. Appreciate it. Call me crazy, but no striker suits Arteta's system. This is not crazy if in terms of like suit like 100%. There is no 100% suit the system because of this.
But is that because they're not used to playing with a striker, which is why no striker suits them better right now?
The only one that I can say suits a bit better is the Ekitike one, to be honest with you, and that's just because of like how he is as a footballer. And that's it. Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Big up to every single one of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. We're gonna redirect you guys over for Footy Judge Mo. He's live currently. Go tell him Husam read in the chat. Love you all, and go subscribe to Blue Brother CFC. Souls doesn't have a channel, Staffy TV, and It's LB. Love you all. Peace out.